Hey everyone, so tonight I'm doing a review on the Marvel Legends Toysrus exclusive Astonishing Ant-Man 2-pack. So on the front here it just has two figures. It says Ant-Man, Marvel Stinger. On the side here it shows a picture of Marvel Stinger along with Ant-Man. And the same picture on the side here. And it has two pictures on the posed on the back, along with a comic showing the Astonishing Ant-Man. And then down here, you can see a little brief bio. It says both powered by practicals and able to shrink to size of an ant. Scott and Casey Lang have more in common than a family name. So it seems like it's a... I don't know a whole lot about Scott or Casey Lang, so I'm not going to pretend like I do. Definitely leave comments if you want to let me know. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to look them up. But we're going to get these guys opened up. Alright guys, so here they are, the package. I'm going to show you the back of the box or the insert. It's just a bunch of ants kind of crawling around. It's pretty cool. So I already have some minor complaints. We'll start with Ant-Man first, since he has the most complaints so far. It's a very cool looking figure. However, this one, hopefully others that pick this set up don't have this issue, but check this out. I mean, it is just... the head is completely loose. So you can tend to see how, I mean, look, it doesn't take much force to just move it around. So that's a bummer. The upper bicep's a little loose. So you can see I just wiggled him. His head just spins. Now he's looking the other way. So that's a little bummer. Right here on this leg, it's a little wiggly loose. But it's mainly the upper, so you can just kind of see the whole figure kind of wiggles really simple, really easy. And the head's the most noticeable. It's like they opened up the insert where the ball peg goes too much. So when the ball peg is popped in, it's just got a lot of play. So it is just loose. It's a bummer. So we're going to go over the details now of the figure after I vented about that. It's a really cool looking figure. I really like the helmet. It's got this nice, you can kind of see the marbleizing of the gray plastic, but I really like the face. Got kind of a smirk on him. It's got nice red paint on the eyes, and then this is kind of pliable, but it fits over his chin nicely as a little communicator. I think it looks really cool. But I like the antennas. They're a little pliable. It's got nice paint on the sides here, just red, but you can kind of see a pretty cool sculpt. I'm hoping I maybe just sticking some sticky tack in there just to fix this, or I don't know. I guess but I mean, if you arch his head up, it tightens right up. See, now it's like a normal figure. So it's only when he's looking down, it's wobbly loose. So, and like I said, if anyone has this, I'm just kind of curious. Around his neck here, it's got this cool little, it's just the same, gray plastic, but it's not marbleized. Around the neck here, and you can see some of the red plastic underneath, and it continues with the black. It's a little red triangle here. It's all nicely, cleanly painted. Like the paint ups are great. I think they look really good. Continues black on his forearm there. On the inside, it's got some nice red. I like how they did the pins black, but the plastic on the inside of the arm is red. And it's got the nice black forearm. And he's got the black glove fisted, a little red triangle on each side. And on the front here, it's just the nice red plastic with the black painted on the front. But again, it's nice and clean. Looks good. And the belt continues with that kind of gunmetal look. Looks good. It's a little marbleized again, like the helmet, but not too bad. But I think that looks kind of cool when it's got those swirls. That's just me though. Got the black on the crotch area. I mean, red on the crotch area and black on the outside, which continues. I got a little sloppy on this side, but at least it's on the back. The front is nice and clean. It's even got a little, I don't know if it just got some overspray, but it looks like a little wash on the red there. And it's got the silver or gunmetal kneecaps, which looks cool. And it's got the little red triangles in the shins, and it's just got the black feet. And on the back here, it's got red on the calves, which look clean. But overall, I think this looks really cool. All right, so going to articulation, mine spins left and right, no problem. It does have the head pivot if it could hold it. Looks down very far. Looks up, as you saw, very well. He's got the armpit joints. This one on this side's a little loose. This side's nice and tight. He's got ball joints in the shoulders, move out, forward, and back. He's got an upper bicep swivel, nice double jointed elbows. Let me get the exposure back up because I feel like hopefully you guys can see a little better now. Got the double jointed elbows, rotation at the wrist, hinge at the wrist, got a nice ab crunch, crunches forward, crunches back. It's got a waist swivel, you can spread about that much. Kicks forward, it's got an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, boot rotation, ankles move down, they move up, and he does have nice ankle rockers and peg goes bottom of his feet. One thing I'll say is ankles feel nice and good. They're not super tight, but they're not loose, which is always helpful. But, it's a bummer about the neck or the head. All right, I'll show you guys how tall Antman is. All right, guys, so standing up Antman, he is a little over 6 inches tall. Very cool. This is Scott Lang, so he is more bulked up. Here is a Hank Pym Antman from the Walgreens exclusive. It's a cool figure, but I like how kind of bulked up he is. And here he is next to the Toy Biz Giant Man series Ant-Man, which is still one of my favorites because I love that classic Ant-Man suit. I hope one day Hasbro gives us a redo of the classic Ant-Man. I think that would look awesome. And this one does have the removable helmet. I'll show you guys real quick so you can get an idea what I'm talking about. So it's kind of cool. But this is Hank Pym, not Scott Lang. So it's kind of cool to build up our little Ant-Man collection. I did not get the movie figure down. I didn't think you guys really cared to see the movie one with the comic one. I just brought down the comic ones I have. But if you do, leave a comment. I don't mind redoing another little quick comparison, just tossing it on up there for you guys. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. So I'll go ahead and take him down and we'll get into Stinger. All right, guys, so here is Stinger. She's really cool looking. We're going to get into the details. So she's got these nice, they're kind of like a light blue, translucent wings, but they look clear. So very cool, but I like how you can kind of see that blue. It really gives that almost like kind of reminds me of like a dragonfly type wings, where they kind of got that, iridescent coloring. But her head sculpt looks awesome. Let's get this thing to focus. I really like how the helmet turned out. I think that looks so cool. It's got the nice little antlers coming off. It's a nice shiny silver paint. And I love these little, kind of like the mouth of a, kind of like a wasp almost to me. I even know if her name's Stinger. I just think that looks really cool. It's got a nice good flesh tone. You can see her lipstick. Nice purple eyes, which are painted very well. They're not bleeding over or anything like that. I really like the color on the suit. I'm really liking the purple on her suit. I think that looks really cool. Just kind of continues with the dark purple plastic. It's got a nice black on the front here with the silver. Does not have silver in the joint. And it looks a little weird, but it doesn't quite bother me too much, just because I feel like with posing that would chip off over time. But that may bother others. Continues with the black paint over here. I got the silver on the wrist. And a nice little yellow paint right there. But you can see they have the joint painted silver here. Or it may just be no, it is painted silver. Yeah, it's got like the gray plastic showing right there. It looks good on the gloves. It looks really cool. It does have a little bit of silver paint on her thumb here. That's like the only blemish I could see so far. They can use the black on the chest here. It does have a different variation just because the legs are painted black, so the purple paint doesn't quite blend right in with the purple plastic. So you can kind of see it's a little darker just because the black plastic underneath compared to the regular purple plastic. And kind of the upper body is a little bit darker purple compared to the top. I don't know why. That's just what I've noticed. But it has the nice black paint on the front, and it's nice and cleanly painted on there. No bleeding over or anything like that. It's a nice clean paint job. I think that looks really good. Same thing on the back here. It wraps around. And then coming down over the legs, you can just see the tone difference. Overall, I mean, there's some black kind of showing through on this side right here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. So it could have been a little bit thicker, but I think if it was on any thicker, it'd be even more of a darker purple. But it looks good. And the rest of the legs are just that black plastic. But very cool figure. All right, getting into her articulation. She can look all the way up, so you can totally get her into a flying pose, which looks freaking cool. I really like how you can do that. So you can totally get her up and, reaching out. Pretty cool. The wings are articulated. They move up and down. You can also rotate them down. So if you want her like she's landed, so you don't have to have them all spread out. You can have them like that. But yeah, they do have a hinge. Same as, they're like just like Wasp. They do have the pegs right there from the older Wasp figure that had extra set of wings that would click into there. I'll show you the comparison. But anyway, so her head looks up all the way, looks down all the way, getting carried away there. Looks left and right and does have the little bobble. Her head's nice and tight though. Got ball joints in the shoulders, move forward and back. Does not have double jointed knees, elbows, but her elbow does bend up quite far. And also rotates at the elbow. She also has rotation at the wrist, also a hinge at the wrist. She has the diaphragm joint, which is ball jointed, so you can rock around. Moves back about that much. You can kind of arch her. I mean, no matter what, you'll get her in some good flying poses. Does not move forward at all. No waist swivel. She kicks up about that much. I feel like the lighting's exposure is not too good. Got the upper thigh swivel. Nice double jointed knees. Boot rotation, which is nice. Ankles move down, they move up. And she does have nice little ankle rockers and pegals the bottom of her feet. All right, show you guys how tall Stinger is. All right, guys, so I am cheating. I'm having her wings against the backdrop here. So she does stand around about 5.5 inches. You count her little antennas, closer to 6, but not quite. So we'll go ahead and see, there we go. All right, so we'll go ahead and bring in the Ultron Wave Wasp. Let me get her back in the pose. I have her kind of in the flight pose, so. But you can kind of see the difference in the wings, and even the difference in overall size of the figure. She's a lot taller, actually. This is a cool Wasp. I remember this was like a peg warmer, but you can just kind of see the difference. The wings are the same, but she has those pegged on pieces at the bottom part. I'm going to have to prop her here because I want to bring in the other older. Zoom in a little bit there. Toy Biz Wasp, but here's the Toy Biz Wasp. This is the variant from MODOK Wave, I believe. I do not have the non-variant, which was this one was the redo of the non-variant. Such a better figure. So it's kind of neat to have like at least her in different suits, even though they're not the same character in itself. But yeah, so there you go, guys. That's a good little comparison. We'll bring you back in Ant-Man so you can see the two together. Oh man, that head's just bothering me. I need to figure that out. But there you go, guys. That's my review on the Toysrus exclusive Ant-Man and Stinger 2-pack. I think it's a really cool 2-pack. Hopefully my Ant-Man's the only one that's messed up like that. Stinger is definitely my favorite in the 2-pack. I just think she looks really cool and unique and different. And it's always so cool to have another flying character to add to the Avengers. So she'll be flying next to Wasp now. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. And please let me know when you guys get it, or if you already have it, if your Ant-Man's head's wobbly loose or if I just got the defected one. All right, guys, take care.